thing that I actually learned from my own son, who was very sick, and I thought I was going to lose him a couple of years ago. Around this time, by the way, he was weighed about 87 pounds, and he had a total shutdown of his all his enzymes in his body. But one thing that sticks with me over and over again is that the body has this incredible innate intelligence to heal itself. I have taken care of dozens and dozens of patients who had heart failure over the years. And, you know, the old terminology with heart failure was that if you had heart failure, the prognosis was worse than cancer. You had like 5 years to live. But nothing's farther from the truth, because I was taking care of patients with heart failure for over 20, 25 years, and they were doing terrific. And I put them on coenzyme Q10, which I've been using for more than 2 decades now. And I would use the carnitines. I've been using those for like 15 years. And magnesium, ever since I became a doctor in 1972. And D-ribose, which is a sort of a sugar. And what would happen is you wake up the stem cells with these nutritional supplements, then the heart repairs itself. And that was my intuitive belief. And then I read something from the European literature about 6 months ago stating that these researchers in Denmark showed that stem cells in the heart can be wakened up or alivened just by its own innate intelligence. But I believe it's not just the intelligence of the body in getting well, but if you give that body these nutritional supports, it accelerates the process. Now the ejection fraction is now 40%, when 10 years ago it used to be 15%. So never give up. And again, even my son, when he was at Waterbury Hospital and he was on total IV, we call it TPN, we call it total parenteral nutrition, he developed what we call a salmonella sepsis. He developed it from his gallbladder, where the gallbladder contains what we call gram-negative bacteria, and his blood pressure went down to 60/40. He had a temperature of 95 for 2 years, and he was cold all the time. And when he got the salmonella sepsis, he spiked the temp to 103. And I'm sitting there, and I'm terrified because I thought he was going to, pass that night. Because, surviving what we call bacterial septicemia, it's rough. And, but the immune system woke up. The immune system woke up. It was dormant for like 3 years, and all of a sudden it woke up with the infection. And I was really grateful for that because, he ended up walking out of the hospital and is doing much better today, and now he weighs 150 pounds. But again, the lesson for me there was just to have faith in the body healing itself. What I want to leave you with, before I go to the questions, is you can heal yourself. You can heal yourself. Give the body what it needs, the right raw materials, the right targeted nutraceutical supplements, the right foods, the right waters, the right herbs. Give it positive intention, and you will heal. You will heal. Jennifer, how do supplements such as Q10 and D-ribose work in a nutritional supplement plan for someone without a cardiac condition? Yeah, I mean, to my knowledge, I don't have a cardiac condition, and I take ribose. I take ribose every morning, by the way. But if you have ribose in your body, that'll prevent delayed muscle onset soreness that we all get from whether you're playing golf or tennis or skiing or whatever. So ribose will prevent muscle cramping. Who asked me that question about muscle cramps in the morning? I told her to drink water. She's still here? Oh, you did, yeah. You may want to try ribose too. Before you go to bed at night, take a teaspoon in a glass of water, swallow it, and Teresa asked, are there any herbal or vitamin supplements that can help slow the progression of emphysema? Very good question. For the lung, I like CoQ10. I like curcumin as an anti-inflammatory. Your reishi mushroom is good for emphysema. Certainly magnesium, because magnesium will help with sometimes a spasm that people with emphysema get. And remember, if you have emphysema, you got to have clean air. And I'm a big fan of the air purifiers, especially if they have a HEPA filter in there, as well as a filter that has UV light. So you're aerating or you're cleaning the air from 2 areas, one from a HEPA filtration and one from UV. Oh boy, Joe, you wrote a book here. I used to come to see you. I miss you. God bless you. Well, thank you. That's really nice of you. I stopped my Lipitor because I forgot. Geez, I hope you're not getting Alzheimer's, Joe. I mean, that's not a. One of the downsides of statins is that we're seeing more and more pre-Alzheimer's. And the data on statins is this. Statin drugs have increased the incidence of Alzheimer's disease by 15 years. That's what some of the data shows. I see a lot of people who take statin drugs who have memory problems because their cholesterol gets too low. And when your cholesterol gets too low, you can't form neurotransmitters in the brain. So I worry about people with memory problems. And so I would say take less of a statin and take more CoQ10. So you had the carotid operation in 2003 and 2004. Your tests are good. You don't want to take Lipitor. My doctor told me to use niacin. That's good. I like that. I feel better since I do not take Lipitor anymore. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, if you wanted to don't want to take Lipitor, you want to take niacin, that's great. You want to take something like curcumin or CoQ10 or garlic. Remember, garlic is a great anti-inflammatory, and because of all the Lyme disease in the country, and because immune system dysfunction is going to be probably the worst thing that we're going to see because of all the EMF and microwave technologies, just a little garlic, I really feel that's going to be one of the newer nutraceuticals that we need to use on a daily basis. I mean, a lot of beta-carotene, that's a dead issue right now. You don't want to take 30,000 units of beta-carotene a day. 5 to 10,000 is more than enough, I mean, there's a lot of vitamins. So we have to rethink how we're going to use vitamin and mineral supplements to treat the present-day stuff that we're confronted with. Next question, how do you get to be so knowledgeable about nutrition, schools, books, therapies, courses? Which ones? Well, Dorothy, here's a problem about being a doctor. It takes you about 80 years to get it, and then you die. I mean, you just keep going, you keep reading, you keep writing books, you keep seeing people, and remember, everybody's a messenger. That's all I can say. It's just, it's still a struggle. I just turned 80. I suddenly have gout, arthritis over a long period, some osteoporosis, accident injuries, lower back pain, bones, troublesome. What should one expect in these circumstances? It's tough getting old, Hope. You got the greatest name for this problem. Yeah. You need hope. Yeah. Look, Hope. Do you want to disclose yourself, Hope? Are you here, Hope? There you are. God bless you, Hope. Hope, I want you to walk barefoot. Where do you live? You live in Westerly. It's getting cold now, but a warm day I want you to walk barefoot. I want you to take coenzyme Q10, and I want you to take fish oil. And keep moving, okay? And have hope. Don't give up hope, all right? I love your name. I'm sorry I went over 8 minutes. We'll close for now, and I'll see you maybe next year. Maybe we'll do it again next year. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.